As Kenyans who love this country, we are not just going to sit back and watch our country going to the dogs. In our small ways, we are going to do what it takes to let Kenyans know exactly what is happening and what they should do. When a government sells fake fertilizers to its farmers, that's a government worthy not being in power. And that's a fact. I'm not taking sides at all. It has been proved and even confirmed that the National Cereals Produce Boards, depots across the country, sold stones to Kenyan farmers. And the minister in charge is still in office. And he has even been protected from impeachment. Where is our country heading to? I've always maintained that nothing happens in this government without State House approval. That's exactly what I've been saying and repeating in this forum. And I'm not just talking, that's exactly what is happening in this country. Sometimes last year, we saw some cabinet secretaries anonymously claim that all decisions in their ministries were just being made at State House, after which they were just told to sign some gazette notices. So all major decisions were being made at State House, Nairobi. And if you look on even awarding of tenders worth millions and even billions, no minister or no ministry can award such tenders without State House approval. And it's somehow coming out very clearly that even the tender prices are being negotiated and agreed at State House. So these companies doing these tenders, they are well known to State House. Listen to these remarks by former Cherangani Member of Parliament, Kipruto, Arap, Kirwa. Listen to this.
That Mithika Linturi, and we have kept on insisting, was just a part of a wider scheme. How do you impeach him when the whole system knew exactly what was happening? How can the meeting be held in the State House to massage the figures, to massage the direction, and you still expect Mithika to be impeached?
Kipruto Arap Kirwa is trying to open Kenyans' eyes for them to see things better. It's true that some Kenyans might not know what's happening, but I know a majority are now fully aware of what is happening. Kipruto is saying that Mithika was a part of a wider scheme. The whole system was aware of what was happening. That's what I've been saying here. And he's also saying that figures were being massaged at State House. And that's what I've just said, that the prices of some of these tenders were most definitely being discussed, negotiated, and agreed at State House. And then Kipruto Arap Kirwa continues.
Number two, they had to take care of the anger of some members of parliament who had believed the story that you can fight corruption. And it was issued now because this is a small gate. It's like a sluice gate that you allow water to pass so as to manage the dam, so that the dam doesn't burst and kill many people downstream. So they knew this 11-member team comprising 7, which is more either Kenya Kwanza or allied to Kenya Kwanza, and 4 whose voting will not be so consequential. But what I also know is that Parliament of late, and at times we need to remind people that yes, we might say so many things about President Moi, But during that particular period, as a member of parliament, you could not ask a question with the hope that you'll be able to facilitate yourself financially because you'd be taken in. Remember, some members of parliament had to run out of the country out of making false mileage claims. You had to travel to make mileage claim. Today, anything can pass. And I'm not sure whether some of those members were not given some kind of CSR by the company that was dealing with the issues of fertilizer. Because, you know, it's not a lot of money. Because it was fertilizer worth about 2 billion. Even 55 million would be enough to give each MP 5 million. And they go for the weekend, very happy that they have done their national duty to make sure that the laundry is clean and the detergent is the right one, so that you don't bleach the minister.
Okay.
Yes. Let's put those remarks by Kipruto Arap Kirwa into perspective. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Listening to Kipruto Arap Kirwa, I'm seeing a person who is indirectly trying to say that Mithika Linturi alikuwa tu mtu wa mkono. He was just being directed, do this, do that, and do that. Alikuwa tu mtu wa mkono. So the buck actually stops with State House. And then listening to Kipruto Arap Kirwa, Kipruto indirectly is also insinuating that Parliament is pocketed. And it's actually true, Parliament is pocketed. If you look on how the 11-member committee was formed, it's clear it was formed with the sole intention of saving Mithika Linturi. We know that before that committee was formed, Parliament voted to impeach Mithika Linturi. 149 voted to impeach Mithika Linturi. Only 36 voted to save him. And now when it comes to forming the committee, those who voted to save Mithika Linturi are the ones being picked as a majority members in that committee that is investigating Mithika Linturi. So even to start from there was no way that committee was going to impeach Mithika Linturi. It was meant to sanitize, to save Mithika Linturi. And it did just that. And also, if you look at the composition, we had 6 Kenya Kwanza and 4 Azimio. The Jubilee one was already singing Kenya Kwanza tune. So we had 7 to 4. And that's how they voted. Kenya Kwanza, all the elected leaders in Kenya Kwanza voted to save Mithika Linturi, plus the one Jubilee, Kitui South Member of Parliament, Rachel Nyamai. And Jubilee Party, a good number are already supporting Kenya Kwanza. So the committee was formed purposefully to save Mithika Linturi. 7 against 4. And the 7 members, they were known they were going to save Mithika Linturi. We still remember that some times back, the controller of budget, Margaret Nyakango, exposed some corruption in Kenya Kwanza government. What followed is she was arrested and arraigned in court. And a case involving her, something that happened over 15 years ago, was now being revived. A case that had no merit at all. So it's clear. The biggest stumble in the fight against corruption in Kenya is the Kenya Kwanza government. That's the biggest obstacle in the fight against corruption. Should anybody try to fight corruption, Kenya Kwanza government will always fight back that person. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. And even before I stop, if you compare Ruto's regime to Moi's regime, Ruto's regime is coming out as the worst. If Moi was bad, Ruto's regime is worst. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like.